Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Cooper.
And I'm Mandy Hardy, and we are two of the vice presidents at the PETL Elementary Teachers Local.
We want you to know that PETL is committed to dismantling anti-Black racism and white supremacy. We've put together a little role play for you that we hope you will find helpful. Hi, Mandy. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me today.
Hey, Jessica, how are you doing?
Actually, I'm really pretty stressed out. Um,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How can I help?
so we were having a conversation, like my colleagues and I, um, in a group. So there was like more than just me and one other person, but this one person in the middle of the conversation just like stopped the conversation and said to me, well, they didn't say that I was racist, but they implied that what I was saying was racist. And it made me feel really uncomfortable. And I don't think that I did anything wrong. And it was kind of uncalled for them to just speak out like that in front of everybody.
Yeah, it can be uncomfortable, right? When, especially when you're in front of other people, if someone sort of points out that maybe something that we're doing or something that we said isn't okay. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about what the conversation was about?
Well, we were talking about like seeing color of our students, and I mean, I just all I said was that I really see all of the kids the same. Like I don't see the color of their skin when I look at them. They're just kids, and I love them all the same. And I don't know how that could be a bad thing.
Yeah, I think the issue there is that we were taught that talking about race or identifying race in any way was the same thing as being racist. And I think what we're kind of learning now is that if we're not talking about race or we're seeing everybody all the same, that then defaults to something. And then the idea is, what does it default to? Well, in our society that is built on white supremacy, it defaults to whiteness. So what ends up happening when we say we don't see color, it means that we're not seeing the identities and the experiences of those people in the room or in the class who aren't white.
So so what you're saying is that I should be seeing the color of the kids.
Yeah, I think you can, and I think that that's actually a really beautiful thing to be able to do, right? To be able to know your students, um, in all parts of their identity, right? And I think the other piece that is important is that we don't all experience the world in the same way, right? Have you ever heard about white privilege?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that idea that if you're white, you kind of experience these privileges in the world, just based on the color of your skin that other people don't experience. And it's kind of built in a way to be invisible to white folks. So if we're not seeing color, we're really not going to be able to see the ways that white privilege is impacting people.
So you think that maybe that's what my colleague was trying to tell me?
I think so. I think so. I think you can have a conversation with your colleague, and I think in as much as it felt uncomfortable, I think by actually addressing that with you, your colleague was doing you a favor, right? Helping you grow, helping you see things in a different way, and and even though it can feel uncomfortable, it's really a gift when someone helps us learn and helps us see that there's something that we could be doing better.
It really did feel very accusatory and uncomfortable. I didn't like it. And I don't know how to talk to this person again. But I know that I need to be able to work at school or
Yeah.
with them. So
I
I'm not
think
sure how to
sometimes
start.
we feel that like the idea of being called racist is the worst thing that can happen, when really it's the impacts of what we're doing that might be racist that are kind of the biggest problem. And we feel like we have good intentions, so that should mean that it's okay. And it fundamentally doesn't, right? Like we're responsible for those impacts. Um, and I think sometimes our default response is defensiveness, and that's not helpful in the grand scheme of things, right? And I think sometimes if we think, okay, someone's pointed out something that I'm doing wrong, it can actually be pretty freeing to just say, oh, thank you. That's good information, and I really appreciate that you shared that with me. And you know, I want to do better, and I would really hope that you would let me know if if I'm making a mistake like this in the future.
Thank you, Mandy, for telling me kind of this stuff. I have to think about what I'm going to say or how I'm going to say it, or
Yeah, so
maybe.
I'm here. Like, if you want to take some time to kind of think on this, and like we can connect back again, and we can kind of do some role plays or figure that out. And there's also some really great resources available, and some pretty cool professional development opportunities coming up that might be helpful too.
Okay. I thank you. I have a lot to think about, and I will. I'll call you back if I need to talk about it more.
Okay, thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Mandy.
If you need any support, please don't hesitate to reach out to your PETL Vice President Liaison.
And thanks all for watching.